My sister told me that I ruined her relationship, and I don't even feel bad about it. Actually, the more time that goes by, I feel better and better about what I did because my sister stole our other sister's man. See, I have a sister named Jess, and me and Jess used to be pretty close until I found out what she did. See, Jess is 28 years old, and we have an older sister. Her name is Kate. She's 32. And Kate always been pretty shy, never really talked much. But there was this one guy named Jake that she talked about a lot. See, Jake had got a job at her job, temporary, as a consultant. And her and Jake got real close and she talked about him every day to the point where I almost thought she loved this man because she always been very secretive. You would have never known anybody she was talking to, dating, like, interested in, or nothing. But this guy, Jake, she talked about him all the time. And I honestly thought that they would get together. Me and Jess. We always thought that, Kate and Jake would get together because that's all she talked about. But I guess work made them keep their relationship professional. But it got to a time where Jake's contract was almost up. And Kate was throwing a 30th birthday party. And we told her, look, just invite him. Let's see what happens. He comes to the birthday party. I'm thinking it's a good time. I actually think he likes Kate. After that, he ghosts her. He ghosts Kate. He ghosts her. And 6 months later, he pops up. He's in a relationship with Jess. After ghosting Kate, he's in a relationship 6 months later with Jess. And Jess, knowing how much our sister liked this man, was dating him. I could tell my sister Kate was heartbroken. But she didn't ever say anything. I damn near had to pull it out of her. And she was like, well, I thought he was into me. I guess not. Because if things are meant to be, they're meant to be. All right. I understand. Now, it's about a year and a half later. And Jake has proposed to Jess. They're supposed to be getting married. Everybody's happy. Even Kate. Kate is trying to show her approval of it. She's still wondering what happened all those years ago. But she still showing approval, right? I'm talking to Jess's roommate because, of course, she's going to move out to stay with her fiance. I'm talking to her, helping with getting stuff. And she's like, man, I can't believe they're getting together. I guess her telling Jake that Kate was in a relationship really helped out because now they're about to get married. I said, come again? She said, what? She didn't tell you? Jess told Jake that Kate was in a relationship because she liked him and she wanted to be in a relationship with him. She said that to him at her 30th birthday party. So, Jess told this man at my sister's 30th birthday party that she wasn't interested in him after she only expressed interest in this man. This is the only man probably in her whole life that she's ever told us she had interest in. You went behind her back to steal her man. And this would have been Jess's first time ever meeting Jake. At that party was her first time ever meeting him. And yeah, he's a good looking man. He's charming, but he's quiet, just like Kate. Now, of course, now Jake and Jess look like a match made in heaven. They're perfect for each other, right? But I've got this news now. And I feel like my sister did our other sister wrong. This isn't the first time she's done that. Once when she was 15 and she took our sister's man, but that ain't her fault. She was a young girl. Her man was 20. That was grooming him, if anything. But that's another story. So this would be the second time she done stole our sister's man. And at first I didn't want to get in it. I thought it was a bad idea. I don't want to blow up their soon to be marriage. But I felt like I needed to do this for Kate. I feel like Kate needs some type of clarity on what actually happened. I feel like people need to know. So I took my time to introduce my girlfriend to the family. I got everybody together for a dinner. My sister Kate, Jess, Jake, my mom, my dad, and I introduced my girlfriend. And my mom said, "Oh, Kate, now you're going to be the only one that's single." And I said, "Yeah, it is crazy that the last relationship she was in was 4 years ago. And he went home after the pandemic and never came back. And next thing you know, he's announcing that he's getting married. That's so crazy." And Jake's like, "Wow, I can't believe a man would do that to his woman. Blase, blase." He's not catching on to the time frame. He's not catching on. And my sister, Kate, she's embarrassed by what I said because it's her business. But she was like, "Well, it's so long ago. Don't worry about it." And then, since Jake isn't catching on, I say, it's crazy too that Jake and Jess ended up getting together, because I could have swore at your 30th birthday party that y'all would have been together. You mentioned how into him you was and everything, and you were single. I'm not quite sure why y'all didn't get together, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. The whole table got silent. In fact, Jess looked at me like she wanted to kill me. She was trying to get me to talk about something else. Her and Jake ended up leaving. And then Kate, embarrassed, asked me, "Why would I spill all her business like that? Why would you do me like that, brother?" I said, "Well, turns out our dear sister Jess told Jake that you were in a relationship. That's why he didn't pursue you after the party." She said, "What? He ghosted me and everything. I didn't know what happened. And then he popped up dating my sister, so I just didn't know." And I was like, "Yes, that's what happened. She told him that you had a boyfriend. He thought that you were playing him by sending him those mixed signals like you was into him the whole time you got a man. She then kept in contact with him and asked him out. That's how they're together." Jake has written an apology to Kate. He wrote her an apology explaining what happened and how he felt. And indeed, he was into her, but he thought she had a boyfriend. He has called off his engagement with Jess. And Jess told me that I ruined her life with such a silly comment, because she doesn't know that I know the truth. She thought that I was just talking and made a comment that ruined her relationship, but I know. I know exactly what I was doing. And I know what you did. She's mad, but I only feel like I did the right thing, because now I not only gave my sister some closure, but I let a man that was manipulated know what happened. He was tricked. And if their relationship is real love and they're meant to be together, they'll come back, they'll be meant to be, right?